This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now Jones steps away to his left. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, now Brady. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Here's a diving catch right side. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Jones right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. Dancing away at the 35.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. DJ Moore, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Barkley, a first down and more. And down to the 29-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so, as Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there. Now Saquon Barkley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 4.
Panthers 14, Giants 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. That caught by Trimble. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Carolina.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Off to Thomas on the left side. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Brady to throw again. Checks this down to Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Giants 10. St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A first and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack, here's second and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. Yeah, he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep. His first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Carolina.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down and 4, Brady. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a second down. Here's Brady. And it's caught. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown! The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Mike 20! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got you. I got you. Let's go us. No, 66. There go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now Brady, maybe a free play here. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
This is Penny. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing, Jones. And he finds Penny. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there was nothing open down the field, so give him credit for his patience and not forcing it. Showed a lot of confidence in his big man to just swing it out to the fullback, and they got some good yardage out of it.
2nd and 5. Rolling left, it's Barkley. Dances by him. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Jones. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 3rd down, Barkley. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jeremy Chin, the Panthers' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Jones keeps it himself. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
25, check 25, check 25. Check it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Now Brady.
Push it back.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Brady. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Pettis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's go, D.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with